Hey everyone, it's Kellyanne. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It is Sunday, April 16th, I think. Sally keeps on stealing slivers of foam, but we're gonna try this week to do the vlogging style. You can see behind me. Well, no, you actually can't. It's an absolute atrocious mess behind me. Everything is crazy. So, did the video go up yesterday? I can't even remember. So, what have I completed? I have a couple of things to show you, but I am about to go and take this sample 2-page. So this clip is just going to show this sample first, and I have to make one for myself. It came out so cute, and I absolutely love it, and I hope that Paige loves it as well. But I got to make something with the Reading Nook cat head canvas fabric. And yeah, I made the Anna bag by Sally Tomato. I will say that the foam is not my machine's favorite, but look, I mean, okay, I wish I could have like figured out how to line these up on the sides, but other than that, I did line them up. Oh, that one kind of, but I did line them up even as far as like their rows go. I just couldn't get their faces lined up. So there's that. But so there is a pocket on the front and on the back. So I want to remake this for myself. And I'm not mad about the gray with the cats. But I think what I want to do is I want to do the little tea bag fabric on one side. I want to do the kitties on the bookshelves on another. I really kind of like this print for the inside of the straps. And then I want to do a different color of the squirrels on the inside. But yeah, you can add extra pockets on the inside, but the pattern doesn't have extra pockets like in the pattern. But you can totally do that. So I might do that. And then there are two versions. There is a version with a zipper closure, and this one is without. So yeah, we did without. So it's just an open tote bag. But there is an optional version to do a zipper across the top, but you could also, if you wanted, you could do a little flap with magnetic closure, or you could put magnetic closure in here if you would like somehow. And you could like do the same here. You could do like magnetic closure or what have you. But anyways, super long straps. It's super cute. Really love how it came out. It wasn't super crazy hard, but I will say that, where's the cover? Oh, Stell, I didn't know that you were behind me. Oh, poor little thing. Where is the, oh. So I will say though that you want to, for the contrasting color, this one down here, I would suggest getting a little bit more. It says half a yard. I would get 3/4 just for a little bit of extra wiggle room. And then the fusible interfacing, you needed like 2 yards, and this says 1 1/8, and I had to go and buy more. So like I couldn't get it done with 1 1/8. So you definitely need more than what they say of the fusible, regardless of size. I got the 20-inch, and then for the 20-inch wide, and for the 42-inch wide, it says 3/4 of a yard. So yeah, you're definitely gonna need more of that, because this also, you need fusible if you do the zipper, which is optional. And I couldn't even do all the pieces for the non-zipper version, let alone the zipper version. So you definitely need more than what is listed on there for those two items, just to have some wiggle. I would just say this, just to have some wiggle room, but the fusible, definitely not the right measurements. Also, some of her pattern, I like the way it's written, and some of it is confusing AF. And this is a simple design for beginners. It's confusing. But she has a complete video tutorial on YouTube, on the Sally Tomato YouTube site. And so I literally just like sewed along with the video. The only thing is that in the videos, she doesn't say sizes for anything, or like I don't know, you do the straps a certain way where you only sew to a certain point for some of it, and that number is only in the pattern. She doesn't say it in the video. So there are like some things like that. I tried to take some photos where like Stella was inside of it because I thought that would be really cute, and she just wasn't having it. So now it has a little bit of cat hair inside of it. But it's totally washable. So yeah, almost everything has fusible on it. And the two big pieces, once you get them put together, has foam. So it's super sturdy and super cushy. You could go as far as quilting this. You could design something here and do piecework if you wanted for this pocket. So there's definitely ways of like making this even more creative, but honestly, this is so stinking cute. I think it would be really cute to where the straps are, put two magnet closures there. But it depends on what you want to use the bag for. I think this would be like it's huge. I think this is like a great like weekend type bag. You could definitely use this as a weekender. It's 17.5 wide, or yeah, by 15 inches high, and it goes 5 inches deep. It's crazy. It's huge. It's massive. This is like a really nice like work bag. You could throw your laptop cords, some legal pads, pens, all that kind of stuff in here. Obviously, you can add pockets. Like I said, the only pockets in the pattern are on the front, but you could add pockets on the inside if you wanted. You would just have to kind of like figure that part out, and how you would want to do them. I think it would be really cool to do one like along like a big chunk of it, and like maybe divide it, even do them on both sides. But anyways, lots of ways to figure that part of it out. But yeah, it was relatively simple, just a lot of steps, but I cut it out last night. I literally cut this out last night and got as much fusible on pieces as I could before I ran out. And then because the craft store isn't open on Sundays, I went to Walmart, and luckily they did have some fusible, and they even have the foam too, because I wasn't really fully sure like where to get that. But yeah, so I was able to get enough to finish it, and then I don't know, probably in total took me like probably in total took me about 5 hours. I don't think that's too bad for a bag of this size and like this quantity. And is it 100% perfect? No. But for my first time ever making like a super professional bag or looking bag, I think it's fantastic. I have made a tote bag before. I've made smaller tote bags before where it's just like flimsy because it's cotton, it's just cotton fabric, and I line it and that's it. It's like two pieces of fabric as a tote bag, which is fine for certain types of things. And then in high school, we made a tote bag, and we did the box corners the same way. And we did the straps, not the same way, but very similar, but it was just straight up denim with straps on it. It was very simple. We didn't line it. I actually still have it. It was more just to like learn a basic concept. Did we line it? I don't remember. It's at home, like back home. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys this. I'm about to take this up to the shop and turn this sample in. And then my last sample that I have for Paige is to finish the woven quilt, which my goal is to get that done this week along with the baby quilt. So what I have left, I got the 7 and 8 economy blocks squared up. I got the 9th economy blocks finished and squared up. And so all I have left to finish for the block swap is this one. So I just need to square these up and then get the next round sewed and then square them up again. So that is on the block for this week because I have to get them mailed out. I would say by the latest, the 25th. So I have a little bit more than a week, but I would love to get them out sooner. So almost done with all my economy blocks. I need to whip stitch the binding on the baby quilt. That has to get done this week. But it will take me like 2 nights of just not being in here, just like chilling in the living room, like watching a movie or something. I can probably get it done in 2 nights watching like 2 movies. But anyways, I'm probably also going to make me one of these this week. I just got to find more foam. Because I am that obsessed with it. I love it. It is so cute. I mean, first of all, I have to make one with these cats, and she is selling out really fast, and she has the whole collection. She doesn't have all the canvases. She only got this canvas. So there are 3 other canvases or 2 other canvases. Anyways, I've got to go turn this in. I will do another check-in very soon. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, April 18th. And next segment. So when was it? Sunday, I finished the Tote and went and took it to Paige. And while I was there, I went on a mini shopping spree because I went a little bit over, but that is okay. But I went on because anyways, I got a couple of things because Paige paid me for the tote and for the starry quilt. So once I finish the woven quilt, I will get paid for that as well. But I loved that tote bag so much that I was like, I need to make one for myself. So let me just show you my little haul. And some of it though, I've already started cutting into. So I got half a yard of foam, which is enough to do my bag plus. It's not enough to do 2 bags, but it's enough to do 1.5. So, so there's that. I did make progress on the woven quilt, by the way, which is the only reason why I started my bag today at lunch. And I'll have to show you that in the next clip, but I finished the 3rd section, which is great because it's the largest section. So I am over halfway done with the quilt now. Okay. So in my little shopping spree, I picked up the like neutral cat head print, from Reading Nook because I thought this would be the perfect fabric for the cat quilt that I am making for this sew along this summer. So just a reminder, my 2 prints for the cats are these 2 different goldfish. So these are like the two main prints. And then I'm going to use also from the Curio line, the pink little daisies as the smaller inside border. And then I'm going to use the cat heads for the bigger border. So I think this will neutralize all the different color backgrounds. And then I can have maybe like a crazier binding. So I think it'll help tone down the quilt overall. The other thing that I got before I show you my bag fabric, because I've already like started making it and cutting it, is back in 2015, whenever Ruby Star was still cotton and steel, which cotton and steel still exists, but the 5 Ruby Star designers were the original cotton steel. They have new designers for cotton and steel now. It's through RJR Fabrics, or it was then, it still is. And now Ruby Star is under Moda. Anyways, they released a line called Cat Lady, and they released a free quilt pattern called the Cat Lady quilt. And it's kind of like patchworky, and then there's these cats playing with balls of yarn. And it's, some of it is applique and some of it is pieced into the quilt. Like the legs are pieced into the quilt, but the cat's body and head are paper pieced, which I've never done. Well, I mean, no, I've never done it, but I've seen it being done. But the cat bodies are paper pieced and appliqued on. The cat head is embroidered. The little face features are embroidered and then appliqued on, and so are the ears. Oh, and the tail. And there's 4 cats. Anyways, I've wanted to make this quilt since 2015. And I still had my copy because I downloaded it whenever it was available on Cotton and Steel's website. I had downloaded it. And that's kind of about the time that I discovered Cotton and Steel and fell in love with their fabrics. But I was unable to find some of the prints from Cat Lady and some of the other ones that I really liked, especially the ones that had cats. And then that's also about the time that I learned about the collection From Porto with Love, which is one of my whips, because I scoured Market that year and Etsy and found fabrics to make a Porto with Love quilt. Years ago. I did that in like 2015, 2016. And so I'd had those fabrics. I finally started cutting into them. That's going to be a labor of love, but it is a whip down there. But anyways, they re-released the pattern. They kind of zhuzhed it up a little bit. They changed the color palette on the cover. So I'm assuming they remade it, but with the Reading Nook collection. And yeah, so I wanted to get some of the fabrics from Reading Nook for the background pieces, because they're what's the word? It's like patchworky. So I got the 4 prints that I want to use for the background fabrics. And then I got the fabric that I want to use for the yarn balls. Then the cats are going to be a mixture of basics and stuff. Probably basics. Let me show you the prints that I picked out, and you can let me know what you think of this color palette. But I think it'll be I think it'd be really cool. I don't know when I'm starting this. It is on my bucket list to get done this year though, because one, I knew this collection was coming out. I didn't know that they were re-releasing the pattern and like updating it with new like colorway inside of the pattern, but I have the original one. So regardless, I had the pattern and I knew that I wanted to do it with this collection, at least the main prints. And then I just got to figure out the cats. So I'm either going to go, they kind of look like all the cats that I've had, or I'm going to go like fantasy cats and pick something totally crazy. So this is the print that I got for the yarn ball. So I decided to go with bright yellow because of, what the other prints are. Oh, the yarn balls are also appliqued, I believe, but there's like a string coming out of them and that is pieced into the quilt. Anyways, so I got this beautiful floral in goldenrod. It is from the collection. And then I got the greenish teal colorway of the like actual like reading nook print. So you can see the cute little cats inside of the books, but you can also see these cute little mice playing amongst the books as well. I got this really pretty pink floral. So gorgeous. This is probably my favorite floral. And this one ties in the tealish green, the pinks, and even the yellow with the yarn ball. So I love this one. It is so pretty. And then the pink cat heads. So cute. So this is my color palette for the main parts of the quilt. And I was really thinking that I was going to go more with the, like the blue kind of like prints and colorways, but then I had to use more purples and I really wanted to use pinks. So this is the route that I went, with the bright yellow yarn balls. So like I said, I can go completely crazy with the cat colors and do unrealistic cats, which kind of does sound fun. Or I can do realistic cats, but some of the colors might not be as distinguished because of like the light background in these two prints for the Potter cat. And then with this one, I mean, it would be a mostly orange cat, so maybe it wouldn't be that big of a deal. And then obviously the calico and the gray cat would be fine, but anyways, that is my little mini haul aside from my prints for my tote. So I'm super excited. I've already started my tote now. I didn't buy any more of this. I cut into my leftovers from the Steelers baby quilt, and the rest of this, I'm going to make a Steelers tote for my friend Tracy for part of it, and this should be enough for the part that I want to do in it. So we will see. But I'm making mine a little bit different. So my thicker part of the strap, so the outside part of the strap, is also in the gray, and the bottom is going to be the gray. But the inside of my straps, the thinner part that would sit like on your shoulder, so the accent color, is this. It's the same floral as the pink one for the cat quilt, but in the dark teal. I just thought this would be really pretty. I've got to put the fusible on that. The cat heads are the same colorway, but let me show you my 2 pouches. I did get my 2 pouches done. So we have the little tea bags. So one side, this is the inside actually. And this is the outside part of the pouch, the pocket. And I don't know why the fusible did that, but it made a ripple. And I've been trying to get that undone, but I think I might just actually have to peel up the fabric. I mean, the fusible is still in there. So the whole point of the fusible is to give it some like volume, and it's in there. But I don't want this, I don't want this ripple. So I need to get that out. But anyways, I decided to make this a front because Earl Grey is basically like my favorite. I really liked the little lemon and the little Rubio spurred, and English breakfast. But I will say, I wish that this little guy was closer to all of those because it's just so cute. I also really like the chamomile. It's just all my favorite teas weren't super close to each other. I don't know where the rest of my scrap is of this, but anyway, so this is one of my pockets. And then this pocket, so I'm doing a different colored pocket on each side, or a different fabric pocket on each side, because I wanted to showcase as many fabrics as possible in my bag. But I am going to make a second cat head bag. This is the only canvas print that Paige got, but there is another one with more pink cats with a kind of like mustard, dark mustard color background. Mustardy orange, it's like a mix between rust and gold. It's like in there. And then there's one that this is the color background with like these color heads. So I went on to Etsy and I got me some of the teal one. So I am going to make a second cat bag. And then in this bag style, I also want to, I have the Ruby Star canvas with the like scissors and stuff. So I also want to make myself in this tote bag, just because it's so big, I want to make a like sewing tote specifically with the sewing fabric. So I'm also going to make that. But anyways, my second pocket is the little cats on the bookshelf. And I took one of the parts of the salvage that said reading nook, and I thought it would be really cute. So this is the front of the pocket. So the pocket actually says reading nook on it from the salvage, above the little library print. Again, it rippled, and I don't know why it did that, other than whenever I had to go get more fusible the other day from Walmart, it was all wrinkled and disheveled. And there's no way of ironing that without ruining the, without ruining it, because obviously that's how you apply it to something. So I think honestly, it's wrinkles from how bad the fusible was wrinkled whenever I bought it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to unfuse it so that way I don't have little wrinkles. I just don't want that ripple. So I just peeled it up. You can still see it a little bit. I will re-iron it. I don't know if re-ironing it will refuse it, but it can at least get kind of the bubble look out of the fabric, maybe. Yeah, because the one on the tea bags is also really massive, which is just unfortunate because nobody wants the front of their bag to look like that, to have that, like, that kind of an imperfection, because it looks like you messed up, but you didn't. But yeah, the fusible was super disheveled, and all of it that I bought, I used. So it's not like I could have used a better piece or anything like that. I literally needed the entire amount that I brought home the other day from Walmart. And yeah, it was all kinds of messed up. So then my inside lining are the same. It's good. It's also the squirrels, just like the sample one, but the blue colorway. So it's going to be very cool toned. But yeah, I decided to work on this evening because, I mean, I really want to make this before the weekend, because I think it's perfect size for like a weekend bag. And so I really wanted to get it done. So that way I would have a super cute cat weekend bag. I also last night, and this is in the other room, this is in my bedroom. I also was hand stitching the binding. I did it for about an hour last night, and I did it for about an hour this morning after I woke up before work. And I have like a side and a half left. So, I might go ahead and knock that out tonight as well. But, let me go ahead and show you this quilt. Oh my God. I really need to like pick up in here. Okay, so this quilt really, really trips me up because of how you put it together. But so this is it so far. Like I said, I got the longest section done. So now it's just repeating like from this part up. So the rows are going to start getting smaller again. So yeah, can you see the wovenness of it? I think it looks really cool. But I can't tell why I keep procrastinating on it. I don't know if it's the colors, or not necessarily the colors, but like the solids, like it all being solids. I don't know if that is why I keep on procrastinating. The pattern isn't hard, but it does get confusing to put the rows to, like, it does get confusing trying to keep it straight what you're doing. As well as, I mean, it's just confusing a little bit in general. Yeah, it's been interesting. I will see you in the next check-in. Hey everyone. So it is Thursday, April 20th on my lunch break. If you hear the little ding, 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 dings in the background, that is my work computer going off. So my last update was from Tuesday night, and I had just started my cat tote bag, and I finished it. So I finished it Tuesday night, and then yesterday I finished the binding. Oh my gosh. I finished the binding on the baby quilt, and it's already been washed. It's currently in the dryer. But it doesn't look any different. Just the binding is completed. But one of my Quilt Guild friends, Eve, came over last night, and she worked on prepping some different shapes for some EPP that she's doing. She's doing a Jen Kingwell. And And there's some interesting shapes in that. So she was working on prepping her shapes. And I finished the binding while we watched some Rosemary and Thyme, which is a really good early 2000s murder mystery British show. You can find it on BritBox, not sponsored, but I wouldn't mind if I was. I love BritBox. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Oh, my Lanta. The guys need to go to lunch. They need to stop. Anyways, so this is my finished bag. I don't consider this the front. I'm saving that to show you guys, but in the pattern, you're lining your pockets and the inside lining of your straps should all be the same fabric. I didn't want to do that. So I picked, these are all fabrics except for this bottom chambray. It's like a gray chambray. Anyways, all of the fabrics other than this one are from the Reading Nook line by Ruby Star that just came out. Holy goodness. That is making me oh my God, it's driving me bananas. Anyways, I picked the dark teal floral. It is the same print because I have it right here next to me. It is the same print as this one. It's just in a really dark colorway. So you can kind of see it there. This is the lighter canvas. I did order online some of the darker canvas. The cats, I believe, are the same colorway, but the background is like this dark teal. It's called the Galaxy colorway. It's really, really, really pretty. And then Kim has the pinker cat faces with the mustardy rust color canvas. So next time I go and see her, I might have to pick some of that up. I'm trying so hard not to lose it, but that kind of stuff. This is why I mute a lot of our group chats, because you can go almost the entire day with nobody saying anything, and then they will just go off every 5 seconds for like 20 minutes straight. Anyways, I didn't know that I was gonna go ahead and record really fast, so I should have just muted my computer, but now it's too late. Anyways, so the one pocket I did with the little tea bags. So I picked a little section that had Earl Grey, the lemons, the English breakfast. I'm not really a matcha girl, and I'm not super really a chai girl. Rubius isn't bad. But anyways, it's a nice, decent sized pocket. And then let me show you the inside first. So the inside is the little blue with purple squirrels. They are so stinking cute. So cute. Absolutely love how this came out. Now the front, I decided to take a part of the selvage that says Reading Nook on it, and I put it above and resized the bookcase pocket because I was like, that would be kind of cute. Part of me wishes that I would have picked one of the blue salvages, but I picked one of the pink ones, which is fine. The blue ones, it just would have had a different like background color, and the flowers would have been a different colorway. But anyways, I guess, oh, I can show you. So like this one, it would have been like this blue color, just to bring some of the blue onto this side, but it's okay. I went with the pink one. I'm trying to see. This one's salvage is a yellow colorway. That one is also the blue. I don't remember which one had the pink. Well, I know this one did, but obviously this one is still intact. Maybe it was the squirrels. I don't know. Anyways, I thought that was pretty cute. So I added that above it. So it just adds a little bit extra flair. But again, nice, decent sized pocket. And I was going to do pockets on the inside, but the way that I did them, they ended up being too small. So I didn't put them in. Also, I was trying to figure out logistically, to make it look nice, they would have had to have been like all the way in the bottom, and I feel like they would have been useless. I really would have needed them to be like middle tier. Anyways, so I have 6 more rows of the woven quilt to finish, and I really want to finish that before tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, we are having I'm invited to a furniture put together party. I'm gonna go insane. We are having a furniture put together party at the new shop. And so I'm going to go to that. So I would really, really love to have this done before then. If anything, it's getting done before the end of this weekend. Aside from having to be trimmed, because like I don't have a big enough table. I mean, I guess I could attempt it, but we originally had wanted to use Paige's table because it's just bigger and it would be easier. But I don't know. I feel more comfortable using the big table because this just isn't big enough, and I don't want to mess this quilt up. Anyways, so I may or may not do that. But anyways, would love to get this done, but I have to finish these last like 8 blocks so that way I can finish putting the weaves together, because the next section I am short by like 2 blocks to be able to do the next section of the weave. And then so instead of just doing 2 so I can do section 4, I might as well just finish all the blocks really fast. All I literally have to do is sew these onto the other side of these and iron them open, and then I can start putting the rows together. So I just need to suck it up, Buttercup, and do it, right? So anyways, I'm gonna work on that so that way I can get this sample done. Once this sample is done, I have my one last set of economy blocks to finish. So like I said, I want to get this one done by tomorrow. So today's lunch, today after work, tomorrow's lunch. If I can get it done in that time frame, that would be amazing. And then Sunday, I can finish, once I get back, Sunday, I can finish my last set of economy blocks and I can mail them off on Monday, which should be plenty of time for her to receive them 45 minutes away in Houston by the 2nd of May. That's my thought process and my goal. And if that happens, then Monday I will start the recording for the cat quilt, and I'm super excited about it. I have made the cat quilt literally in a week before, whenever I made it the first time. And I made it in a week and a half whenever I made it for the customer, because I just had other things going on at the same time. So, and she didn't have a timeline, so I was just taking my time. But this one, I'm going to be knocking it out. So that way, I'm just going to be recording all the footage. I'm going to be knocking it out, because I want to be able to get it, quilted as soon as possible, so that way I can fully finish it, get it to Kim, so that way it can be put on display and we can advertise the sew along. We can advertise kits, because she's going to put layer cake kits together, or suggestions together that people can pre-order, and then it'll start. So super exciting. And then I just have to work on editing, which that's fine. I just need the quilt completed. So anyways, until the next check-in, hopefully the next check-in, this quilt will be put together. That is going to be the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. So next check-in, here we come. Okay, it's later on Thursday evening, April 20th. So I finished it. Also waiting for a big storm to come in. It was supposed to start at like 3:30. Nothing. But the rumbling is happening. So I went ahead. So this is the quilt that I've been procrastinating / kind of sometimes working on. The duck and weave quilt. I went ahead and I squared it up. But it's done. So I've just got to take it to Paige tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not going to unfold the entire thing, but I will show you like a fourth of it. So there it is. It looks it's really weird trying to square it up. It looks really weird putting it together because you put it together diagonally, but once it's squared up, it looks really cool. So I'm not complaining. I think the big reason why I procrastinated so much with this, honestly, 100% is because it was solids. And the colors are really pretty together, but they're not like I would change them a little bit, like for it to be like my vibe. So I don't know, sometimes if I can't get super into like either the pattern or the fabric, I procrastinate a little bit. But this one is done. We can call it donezo. There's a bunch of random threads in here because these fabrics shed. But yes, so now what do I have on my plate before my cat quilt? All I need to get done, like actually it's a need, are these guys. So I might go ahead and square them up just so that way they're prepped. But I'm probably not going to start the sewing process of them tonight. But yeah, I can go ahead and square up this first round, probably. It's only 8 o'clock. It feels a lot darker. It's been staying light outside until like 7:30, 7:45. But again, we're supposed to get a big storm, so it's actually been dark for about an hour. Oh, this is something to show you. So, this is, I think I double showed one of the backings that I had gotten, or yeah, I think I showed the grunge backing in last week's video. So whatever. This clip is at the end whenever I'm realizing this, so it's going to stay in, but I don't think I showed you this package. I think this is the package that I haven't shown yet. So this is from Cute Little Fabric Shop. It is also on Etsy. But they are giving away a code if you shop at their actual store shop, which is cutelittlefabritshop.com. So I'm going to cover up the little code. but it's so cute. They write out a thank you card and then they all initial it. It's so adorable. Okay, so what I got was, and these are both from Riley Blake. So I got a half yard of one and I got a panel of the other. So the half yard is this one right here. It's like, I think it's from the She Who Sews. Yeah, this is from She Who Sews. And I want to say, I can't read if that's 2021 or 2022 because it's all wavy, but I think it's 2021. So this is an older line, this piece. But it's so cool. It's like old kind of advertisements, but for sewing. So there's stuff about machines on there. There's like giant pincushions and spools, and anyways, I thought this was really neat. Fabric that could be put in something or made into a sewing bag or something. And then these are new this year. I think it's the same designer. These are just quilt labels. Yep, same designer. So, all of my quilt labels, I got I have a couple that like came on panels. That's what that one was. I have a couple of the cats left, which this company doesn't have the cats listed anymore. But I got them over 10 years ago. But, I like the label medley #1. And these are from Block Party Studios Inc. I know that I've shown them before, but you get 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of this one. You get 1 each of these giant ones. You get 2 of this lady sewing with her cat, and then you get 2 of these up here. And so I really, really like these. I think they go really well on majority of the quilts that I make for myself. But it is fun to change it up a little bit sometimes. And I really, really liked these. But some of them also, they say like to and from and the date. So these would be really good for gifts, but they're also just a little bit different. So some of them are plain. Like I said, some of them are like gift type labels. But they have like old fashioned stuff on them. So like some of them are more generic. You can use some of them just for ones that are for yourself. And then some are more for gifting. I'll do this. So yeah, and this comes in 3 colorways. It comes in like a teal, a red, and then the black. And I really liked the black one. So there's more. So anyways, I just thought these are really cool, a little bit different. Yeah, they're a little big, but, you know, like obviously I wouldn't put this on a baby quilt. But because they're a little big, but anyways, these are really, really fun. And I've been wanting them. And then whenever they were finally released, I had to snag them. And I'm pretty sure that is the package that I actually forgot to show you. Like I said, not the grunge background. Hey guys, it is Sunday, August 23rd, and it's been a weekend. I am so glad to be home. I've been home for a little while. Got home, hung out with the cats, went up to the grocery store to get like the veggies and stuff for the week, which I've become okay, random side story and maybe beneficial if you're in Texas, but I have never been a balsamic vinegar person. Hate it. I think it's disgusting. I've had multiple different kinds at multiple restaurants. I don't like it. However, 2 weekends ago, at my dad's, they were having salad. I was still fasting, but they had this small bottle of balsamic vinegar that they were putting on their salads with some olive oil and like salt and pepper. Super basic. And I was like, ooh, I could never. I hate balsamic. And anyways, I tried this one. It is $15 a bottle. My dad brought me a bottle last weekend whenever he like happened to be in town. He brought me a bottle so that way I could like properly try it. And it is so good. It is so smooth. I could take a shot of it. It is so good. And I pretty much ate salads all last week, pretty much every day. Like all I bought was salad stuff. So that way I could eat this balsamic vinegar with some olive oil and some salt and pepper on very dark green lettuce with black olives, tomatoes, and Asiago cheese. And holy crap, it is so good. It's from H-E-B. It's a Central Market. It's $15 a bottle. They have an aged version that's $18 a bottle. And my dad's like, I kind of just want to try it, but also not, because what if it's better? He's like, I don't want to pay $20 a bottle for this stuff. But anyways, in a week, I went through half of the bottle because that's how many salads I ate. It is that good. So anyways, I bought more of it today. So that way I won't run out. But I decided, because last week I also bought like some veggies that you like heat up, like broccoli, Brussels sprouts. This week I was like, nope, salads the whole week. So all of my meals are going to have salad. So, anyways, it's really good. If you're into that, must try. But Thursday night, I will confess, I did not square up my blocks. So that way I could come home today and do them. I did not square them up, but I don't know, like it's about to be 7, maybe it's right at 7. So I have at least 2 to 2.5 hours that I'm willing to be awake. I'm very tired, so I'm looking forward to laying down at 9:30 and hopefully falling asleep not too long after. But yeah, so got home, hung out with the cats for a hot minute, went to the store, got back, fed them, showered, ate dinner myself, and now we're here. So I'm going to square these up and I'm going to start putting on the last round because I want to get these mailed out no later than Tuesday, because they have to be in the swap person's hands. They have to be in her hands by the 2nd of May. So I'm going to, anyways, she's in Houston, so it's not very far. But I still have to get them there. So, my goal is to have it done no later than tomorrow, package them, and have them shipped out by Tuesday. So that is my goal. Wednesday would be the ultimate latest. But as soon as this is done, I'm going to start recording the cat quilt sew along. And I'm super excited to get that going and to start playing with like my scraps and making blocks. And yeah, I'm very, very excited about that and all that jazz. So Friday was really good. We worked on putting furniture together for the new store. And then afterwards, I think we worked on it. We worked on stuff for about 2.5, 3 hours. And then afterwards we all went to dinner, and they, as a thank you, they paid for our dinner. And it was really fun. It was really lovely. We all had a great time. There was music going. All the classroom furniture is put together. They went yesterday and bought more of like the shelves for like the perimeter of the store, because we put together like some movable fabric racks that are on casters. And so there's going to be shelves as well of fabric in certain areas. So I know they went and got more of those, but I don't think they're as intensive to put together. But I do know that whenever the fabric is ready to be moved, like when she's ready to have the fabric moved, we've all also said, like, we can load up my car. Like, we're going to try and load up everyone's car and then like make basically like a, lots of cars delivering fabric. So yesterday was the baby shower for me. So I was back home for the baby shower. They loved the quilt, and it was so sweet. It was such a good time. It was nothing but family. So it was really nice. And then we went to dinner afterwards with my dad's mom, my grandmother. So that was really nice. I got to see my neighbor, like my like childhood neighbor. And I got to spend a little bit of time with her, which was really, really awesome, because I've talked to her a couple of times, but the last time I saw her was for the funeral of her husband. And so it was great to get to spend some time with her. But on my way down, I did stop and pick up something that I had on hold at Threaded Lines in Montgomery. So I'm going to show you that. And at the baby shower, I won one of the games, and it was the first game. And so I got to choose between two of the bags, and the bag that I chose, I'm so excited about this. I haven't opened all of them. Oh, this was one of, okay, good. Yeah, it doesn't say a name. Well, it says Jessica, but it doesn't say a last name. But anyways, this is like a soap or something. It's a cute little baby soap. It's cute. All the other takeaways were like candy and stuff, and I can't have it. But anyways, the gift that I got, I didn't even know that my cousin Nora used to do this. And apparently she's trying to get back into it, but hasn't like super gotten back into it yet. But she painted these for this as one of the gifts for somebody who won one of the things. Anyways, it says P.S. I love you on the bottom, and she also signed it NB23. But she paints wine glasses. I didn't even know this. I knew that she had hand-painted wine glasses at her house because we've used them before, but I didn't know that she was who painted them. So there's this one. I had only opened up 2 of them, and there are several in here. I think there's a set of 6, possibly 8. I'm not fully sure, but all of them are different. They're all, I don't know if they're all purple, but the top 2 that I had opened, these 2, were both purple, but they're all different flowers. So anyways, I thought that I would show you guys these because it's another type of like art. So many people on all the sides of my family are artistic in different ways. Like I've painted on wine glasses and sold them at a little shop. Not this intricate and beautiful, but like, I have a little mini business doing that. I used to make jewelry. I've painted oil paints. I've done acrylic. So they're stunning. And she signed every single one of them, which is so nice. So that one is a little bit similar to the other one. Okay, there's 6 in here. But yeah, I had only opened the top 2. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. These are so pretty. They are gorgeous. Oh no, wait. Okay, there's only 4 actually. There's a lot more paper in the bottom, but it was just to make sure that they didn't break. So I thought there was more than that, but there's only 4. But oh my gosh, they're stunning. Anyways, so I left with a gift because I won they rolled up a bunch of little baby socks and put them in a jar. And so you had to guess how many sets of baby socks were in the jar. And I guessed the number exactly. So anyways, that was pretty fun. And now I feel like I have like, kind of like an heirloom from one of my cousins. So that's really sweet. So like I said, from Threaded Lines, I had called and asked for, a fat quarter bundle of the Everglow animals. And she put one on hold for me, and she was going to hold it actually until next weekend, but I was able to finagle my time, and go. So I have one of every animal, and then I picked up 3 of the other, neons that I thought would be fun to maybe add into the Stella quilt whenever I get that one going, which is actually in this bin. So this bin right now has the stuff for the Stella quilt as well as the neon acroma quilt. So the only one, I don't know, this one I think will really go. I'm not sure about these 2 just because of their background colors, but I really loved them, so I had to get some. Okay, the animals. Let's get to the little animals. I'm not going to fully open them, but we have, and I don't know what the 2 different colorways are called, but here is one of the colorways of the giraffe. He's so cute. I love him. Giraffes were one of my favorite animals growing up, as well as like lions and elephants. And I obviously really liked pandas because my mom really liked pandas. But I also, one of my favorite animals growing up was a gorilla. I still love gorillas actually. But I really did. I always loved giraffes. So this is like more of like the kind of like natural colorway kind of print, but they're just so stunning. They're so stunning. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I feel like I just need to find a way to fussy cut all of like my different like animal prints and just make them like little medallions or something and just highlight them. Okay, so I want to try and do the animals together. Okay, here we go. So here's the lion. He's so beautiful. So this is kind of like the more crazy color tone. And the other one is a little crazy too, but it looks a little bit more like natural coloring than obviously green lions. But yeah, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I do think though that this colorway is my favorite of the lion. So stunning. The lion and the giraffe. I don't know. Actually, I love all of these. They're really, really pretty. But I will say that the lion and the giraffe, they're gorgeous. But having these in person, and she was already getting low, but I will say, so like the giant like fairy dust and the polka dots and the stripes that came out in the collection, they will be like staples for the next 2 years. So if you're looking for a place to get them, Threaded Lines, you can order online, but they have Facebook, they have Instagram, you can call, they have a website. So she's gonna keep these like stocked for the next 2 years, but obviously once these are gone, they're gone. Okay, let's do the little hippos. So this is kind of like the crazier colorway of little hippos. They're so cute. They have little birds sitting on them. And they're in different positions, but they also have these little neon fish all around them. And you can see their silhouettes like floating. Oh, they're so precious. I'm going to say that a lot. So this is the more like natural colorway of the hippo. Again, they're still kind of out there because it is tulip pink, but they are more of like a gray color in blue water. So it is kind of like the more like natural colorway. And the little birds are all different colors. So you have some green ones, you have some pink ones. Very, very fun. And then there's the elephants. I would say this is, well, they're both kind of out there. Both of them, the elephants have gray tones to them. So both of them, the elephants actually look kind of natural. So it's really just the coloring around them. But these are the elephants and their heads are cut off there. So this is the side, right, like without fully unfolding it, that shows their heads. But if you wanted to see what the other side of the silhouette looks like, there's just more flowers. Very, very pretty. They're just, these hot neon colors on them just stand out so well. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I have no clue. Okay. Oh, we got a selvage on this one. Neat. All right. So there is the other colorway of the elephants. Anyways, had to show you guys these. And that's where I'm going to end this video. It was a great weekend. I really love these. Like, these are fun. These are fun, but you have 2 years to get your hands on these. They will be able to, shops will be able to reorder them if they want to. It's these. If you like any of these prints, find yourself a local store that carries tulip pink, contact Threaded Lines while they still have them in stock, or find them on Etsy. And buy them by the half yard, the yard, the fat quarter, whatever you desire. I do know that some people are putting them into like kind of like colorways mixed in with some of these. But there are on Etsy, and like I said, you can contact Threaded Lines. If you're local, they might ship. I don't know. You'd have to ask. I don't know if Threaded Lines will ship, but there are some shops online also like putting together kind of like colorway bundles, or like bundles with some of like the neons and like some other basics like tiny dots and tiny stripes and things like that like with this one colorway of the elephants and like, you know, like this colorway of the hippo. So you're going to see a bunch of like combos starting to come out. Of shops putting together like some patterns and things for you. So keep an eye out for those. I think they're worth it. They're so cute if you're into those types of animals. And this last week, she showed her next collection is called Best Friends. I do not like every print. I do not like every colorway, but there is a goldfish fabric that I think is super cute. And there is a new cat fabric that is super cute. The dog photos with the like filigree that comes down to like to a fire hydrant. And there's little like gold detailing on like the collars and stuff. It's super cute. I don't know though if I want the dog ones. I think the cat one is really, really unique. And the fish one is really unique. There's also like hamsters and gerbils, and it's all household pets. So like traditional household pets. Yeah, that's about it. So anyways, I hope you have a great week. I will see you in the next one, and I'll try to take a breath every once in a while. Bye guys.